another opportunity for players to move their way up to that top 30 position.
How many times must I wash in the river?
Lengthy regular season on the Korn Ferry Tour, and we flip the script into the finals.
This is a long road, fire on the other side.
This game is all about confidence, man, and the more you can boost your confidence, the better.
You just gotta keep fighting.
That's kind of the theme of the Korn Ferry Tour, especially when you get to the finals. Aim at the flag, hit it tight, and make a whole lot of birdies. Big congrats to Pearson Coody, now the 4th player this season that will be tour bound.
To come here and make it official is really cool. I played well last year, ended up missing my card by like a single shot. I mean, I believed I would get there. It's awesome to get to say I'm going to go to the PGA Tour. Parker's going to be in Omaha next week. Now I feel like I'm rooting for him to play as well as possible because it'd be an incredible thing for our family, for both of us to go to the PGA Tour.
And a chance that both of these players, twin brothers, go to the PGA Tour at the same time. Very, very cool.
With Pearson Coody joining 7 others already declared tour bound, 22 spots remain up for grabs as the Korn Ferry Tour Finals approach. From Cody Blick, who sits just inside of the top 30, to Fred Biondi, who is fighting to earn a spot into the last 4 events. The long road is nearing an end, and time is running out. Chris Gotterup has lingered around the top 30 threshold all season, but he hopes a trip to his home state can be the difference maker. What's going on, mate?
What's happening? How we doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Home game for you this week.
Home game, yeah.
Is this a place you're familiar with? Metaconk, awesome golf course, new to the Korn Ferry Tour.
Whenever I'm home, this is my spot where I'm tuning up my game.
This course, just over 7,400 yards. There's only 2 guys on the Korn Ferry Tour that hit it further than you. Is that a bit of an advantage, especially with how familiar this place is to you?
Yeah, I mean, just because I've played here a bunch of times doesn't make it that much easier for me than it does someone else. So I know that if I go play well and do what I'm supposed to do, I can play great here, but it's going to require my full attention out there for sure. It's a legit golf course.
I live in Oklahoma, but New Jersey will always be home.
You spent 4 seasons at Rutgers, which is also 40 minutes away, and then you transferred to Oklahoma.
Saw him really take center stage at Oklahoma, but Chris doesn't forget what Rutgers did, seeing something in him, keeping a local product home, and his 4 years at Rutgers gave him the opportunity to go to any school he wanted for his 5th and final year.
We've been so busy on the road since I left school the last year and a half or so. I feel like I've played solid kind of all year. I've been pretty consistent, but I haven't been quite explosive enough in all the events.
Explosive enough? You average like 330 off the tee.
Explosive meaning ball in the hole a lot.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, everyone just goes so low out here. You better wake up and you better have it. So that's kind of how I've thought about it this year. And no matter where we are, I'm just gonna have to bring it. Gotterup, G-O-T-T.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. Well, we've been up for 4 hours, so we got up at 4:30. Fog sucks because you got to just be ready at all times.
Crazy day with the fog this morning, and honestly probably good for me because I got to settle down and definitely got my my energy level down more, which is probably good.
He has a lot of supporters today. There's a whole bunch of family and friends and relatives that have come in to watch him play since it's a local event.
I was definitely nervous on the first tee today. So yeah, I was happy to just see it hit in the fairway and get off to a good start. there's a lot of self-implied pressure to perform for these guys, so it makes me focus on every shot because they want to see some good ones, so I try to give them as many good ones as I could.
It's really been a journey for him. It seems like a short journey from college golf to here, but it's been going on for a while, you know, all through Rutgers and Oklahoma. This year, the Korn Ferry, I think it's proved a little more difficult than I think he thought it would be. Check this out. But he's grinding his way through, and hopefully he can pull something off here at the end.
Cap off around with the birdie, just a really good shot in there, and just cap it off with the putt in front of everyone was great. I'll sign for 6 under here every time I play. Good momentum for sure. Really nice to get off to a good start. Very special. I mean, I had probably 200, 250 people out here watching me play golf. That was a cool day.
Gotterup's opening round 66 placed him in a tie for second at day's end. But the home turf eventually showed its teeth, as he remained at 6 under heading into Sunday.
I'm really proud of him. He's had his moments of struggling with it, and each step along the way has worked on it to try and right the ship.
The hometown hero did just that, battling back with a 2 under final round for his 11th top 25 finish of the season.
I felt like I played way better than I scored, to be honest. Definitely a solid week for sure. I would have loved to finish higher, but 3 solid days for sure is definitely something to build off of.
And he enters the playoffs just 5 spots outside of the top 30.
This is what I came into the year hoping for, a chance. Looking to hopefully cap it off with a really strong 4 weeks to finish it off.
Oh, omelette station. They're looking after you guys here. Oh, there you go.
Classic.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Classic.
You barely missed out on your PGA Tour card last season.
Surprising to see him struggle with so much on the line. Not really having his best stuff, just trying to keep it together.
What did you learn?
I probably put a little too much pressure on myself last year just because I felt like everyone, including myself, expected me to just go breeze through finals and it would be easy, but like I've learned this year, all these guys are really good.
Yeah, see, I covered you in the Tour Champs last season, and there was some pivotal moments, especially in the first round. It seems like you've learnt from that.
That was his 5th shot. This hole likely will cost Chris Gotterup any chance of getting a PGA Tour card. He fully understood what this 10 minutes meant for his next 10 months.
I played great in Boise last year, and then the other 2 I really didn't play well. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of unfinished business.
Korn Ferry Tour Finals time. Time to make a move, and Chris Gotterup doing just that. Started his Thursday with 3 birdies, 5 under on the front 9.
Going into today, I knew I was going to be firing at a lot of pins just with how soft the course is.
Another birdie. Chris Gotterup running up this leaderboard, my goodness.
It's definitely been a good season. I don't want to say I'm disappointed. I feel like I've played good all year and just not good enough.
And Gotterup for the big bird. Gonna get there. What a putt!
Hopefully I can keep it going. This isn't the end here either, so every shot matters and making sure I'm focused on every shot.
Gotterup, 62, our leader, his best round in his young career on the Korn Ferry Tour. He is making a move.
We're in Chicago this week for the MV5 Invitational, and me and my caddy Johnny decided to check out our favorite ballpark today, so it should be fun. It looks so much bigger when it's empty. Growing up in Mississippi, we didn't have a baseball team or really any professional sports teams, and my dad came up to Chicago a bunch for work, and he would bring me back a gift every time, and it just seemed to always be Cubs apparel, and yeah, it was an easy sell to me. Started cheering for him then and have since.
So, right there at home plate, Babe Ruth was here in 1932, and he points his bat out toward right center field, and bam, he hits the ball where he pointed. And that's called the called shot.
That was here.
That's the most famous home
Yeah,
run.
I've seen that before. I just did not know that was here.
91 years ago, and you made it here.
Yeah.
Dude, how cool is this?
Ta-da! We are on the field.
Unreal. God, this is cool. It's way cooler being down here. You start to see what they see, and it's a little different.
You have made it to the dugout at Wrigley Field, Wilson.
How cool is this?
That's pretty cool.
I didn't know they had this good of seating. Just being on the field and looking out, everything just looks bigger. The field looks bigger. You know, the home plate seems so far away in left field. Just the scale of everything.
I still think third base coach would be the best job in the world.
I could get on board with that. Until you ship me home, and then I'm get out.
You better run.
You're slow, kid. Yeah, get this guy out of here. Get Rick Vaughn in the game. Just hearing all the cool stories, too. It was just really neat. Steve did an awesome job. And it was one of the neater experiences I've had in a long time, for sure.
After visiting his field of dreams, Wilson Furr continued to chase his own dream at the NV5 Invitational.
We're back here at the Glen Club in Glenview, Illinois, just outside of Chicago.
In need of a high finish to get back into the top 30, Furr found himself 13 under and tied for the lead heading into moving day.
Just saw some putts go in, and then they kept going in, so I just kept riding with it, and I feel like I'm good at that, you know, just kind of keeping the momentum going, and I felt like I did a really good job of that for the back nine, and it was big.
But on Saturday, all momentum was lost for the 25-year-old.
I do feel like I'm close. Just haven't quite been able to put 4 good rounds together.
A very, very frustrating round. He is 5 over.
I've learned a lot this year. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I've had close calls to the lead. I've had close calls to losing my card. And it feels like everything in between. At the end of the day, you really just have to block out what's going on and just hit golf shots.
Furr's keep-it-simple approach helped the rookie overcome the adversity he faced earlier in the season.
I had to make that cut essentially to get through, and then, you know, it happened on 18. There was a shuttle cart sitting there that said shuttle, and he said, "Hi, I'm the shuttle. Would you like a ride?" Our whole group got in. It turned out that we got the penalty, which is a 2-shotter, which, you know, kind of sucks. I had to make 4, and I made 3 birdies coming in. Just didn't quite get it done. It was pretty tough, to be honest with you. Just everything happening at once. That was definitely the low point of the year for sure. There was definitely a time where I thought I'd essentially lost my job after 8 events.
Furr was an alternate into the field 1 week later.
In Huntsville, I was pretty upset, you know, with the whole situation. I was lucky to get in the field, period. Some guys like to play better with their back up against the wall, and I feel like I'm one of those guys. So, I mean, I felt like I definitely had my back up against the wall, and I'm here to play.
Furr found the spark he needed in the second round, cutting a crucial 9 under 61, propelling him to his first top 10 finish, saving his season.
Yeah, it was huge. It gave me a lot of confidence going forward. And then, obviously, the next week, Kansas City. That was really big for the year. Definitely proud of the way that I fought back for the rest of the season.
At the last event of the regular season, Furr fired a bogey-free 6 under final round to finish in a tie for third.
I was just proud of the way I finished. You know, that's kind of been one of the things I'd struggled with in some tournaments early on, is just closing the deal. It just started clicking on the back, and then just kind of kept that momentum rolling for the rest of the round.
Carrying the momentum into Boise, Furr delivered another top 10, going from losing his guaranteed starts to 28 on the points list.
With the spot that I'm in, I feel like I'm playing a bit with house money. It feels like a really cool opportunity, and I'm hoping to take advantage of it. In the playoffs, there's more points and a little more money. So I guess technically the stakes are just a little higher in the playoffs. So I felt like it was honestly a good test at the beginning of the year to kind of prepare me for what's coming. I'm excited to kind of reset a little bit and get back to work in 2 weeks, but 2 weeks at home is going to hit different. All right, folks, always good seeing y'all. We'll see y'all soon.
While Wilson Furr and Chris Gotterup's PGA Tour dreams are well within reach, others must face the reality that this isn't their year. Since turning pro in June, Fred Biondi's short stint on the Korn Ferry Tour has been a stark contrast to his college success. Entering the last week of the regular season ranked 186 on the Korn Ferry Tour points list, he needs to move up 30 spots to advance to the finals. It's his last shot at keeping his season and early PGA Tour hopes alive.
It's been a great experience, playing a lot of really cool places with a lot of great people too. My game hasn't been the best. Been working really hard on it, and I feel like there's a turnaround pretty soon.
The 2023 NCAA individual champion finished second on PGA Tour U, earning a place on the Korn Ferry Tour.
Now, this is a kid people are excited to watch. Fred Biondi just torched the NCAAs.
Every event I've been putting all the work I have to, feeling great, doing all the little things that I normally do.
After making the weekend in his first two events, Biondi missed 6 consecutive cuts, a stark contrast to his recent college success.
I've struggled with my ball striking for a bit now, scraping around, it won't get it done here. I know what it feels to do really good, right? So once you're up there, like the fall it's bigger. And recently it's been so frustrating. It sucks, but I feel like you learn way more in times like this and when you're on the top. I expect to do great things, right? I hold myself to the highest standard. I'm just trying to keep it day by day, like no expectations. Just go out there and do the best I can. Keep a great attitude and just believe a lot in myself.
The young Brazilian took that self-belief into the Magnet Championship, his last opportunity to extend his season.
It's like the last one for me that I can show something and keep moving on, and so it means a lot.
Yeah. Good job, Fred.
My girlfriend is already here. Her dad is coming. I think her sister and her husband are coming. There's quite a bit of people coming, and it's just nice to play in front of them.
Good putt.
But despite the positive vibes,
Fred Biondi struggling a bit today.
He finished one shot away from the cut line and will have to earn his spot back on the Korn Ferry Tour at Q School later this year.
It sucks to end it early, and but just try to soak it all in, learn from it, and grow from it.
I wish I could go back, right, with the things I learned through this last 8 weeks or whatever, and restart that, but I can't. So I just have to like come out of this as a better person and a better player. I have to believe it, and I know that my time will come.
Wait. That's every shot you've hit this year?
This is every shot. So this is...
To every pin on every course on the Korn Ferry Tour?
Yeah. This is just basically my practice Bible. This is just kind of where I keep all my stats and my daily routines.
Talk me through how you're getting in depth. Give us a little look-see at what actually you have written down.
I kind of just went down this deep rabbit hole. So we kind of start, I have all my pin sheets from this year, but I have every shot, you know, whether I hit the fairway, how far I was, where that next shot went, how far my first putt was, where I missed the first putt or if I made it. And then I went a little deeper and I wanted to learn kind of about atmosphere and you know, we all know about elevation, but, you know, I kind of went down into barometric pressure. As it gets hotter, the air thins out, and humidity. I always thought the ball went shorter when it was humid, but it turns out that like the hydrogen and nitrogen molecules are less dense than H2O. So actually when it gets more humid, the ball goes further because the air gets thinner. I just kind of noticed that like it was changing a decent amount from day to day.
There's something in here. There you go. It looks like Pythagoras' theorem here. Like there's just numbers. It's x equals squared over. Like this is some high-tech stuff for.
My girlfriend's, one of her best friends is a high school geometry teacher, so I had to reach out to her and get some help. You know, I just basically figured out what does the wind do and how much does it affect not only distance but directionally.
Wow, that's incredible. That's so you could get it down to the physics of where you're aiming, what the wind was doing, where the ball's going to result. That's pretty incredible stuff here. Thanks for really showing me how deep you can actually go.
Yeah, definitely.
He is right there in the top 30, looking to earn his way to the PGA Tour.
Our boys, let's have some fun, huh? I'm going to play as well as I can. I'm going to prepare as well as I can. If it doesn't work out, I have nothing to be upset about because I know that I've worked as hard as I can, and that is really comforting.
We got a long way to go to the last event of the Korn Ferry Tour Finals, but staying inside the top 30 keeps you at least in a comfortable spot mentally.
My mindset is the exact same. Whether you're playing a Monday qualifier, the men's club championship, or the U.S. Open, right? You're going to try to win. And every week I prepare and I do my best to give myself the best shot to win. If I get a PGA Tour card, it'd be a lifelong dream come true.
Yeah, great putt. And a great finish. Sneaky little 64 there from Cody.
As far as like it being playoffs, there's nothing to lose. What is there to lose? I'm having the best year of my career. I'm playing good golf. I'm out here full time on the Korn Ferry Tour. If your attitude's like that and you're whistling, you're having fun, let everyone else feel the tension, feel the pressure, and just come out here and have fun. Yeah.
Lex sits just one spot behind Wilson Furr inside the top 30, as Chris Gotterup inches closer to redemption, sitting on the bubble at 33. Chandler Phillips and Parker Cootie are comfortably inside the number and look to join tour-bound Pearson Cootie with a strong showing in the finals. Pontus Nyholm has his work cut out for him, with just 3 events left to move 50 spots up the points list and declare himself tour-bound. It's been a long road to this point of the season, and each shot from here on out will play a role in its outcome. 12 rounds of golf stand between players and their goal of seeing their name on a PGA Tour card. The Korn Ferry Tour Finals means make or break time. Who will step up to the challenge, and who will ultimately finish a shot or two short of their lifelong dream? The last leg of the journey continues right here on One Shot Away.